Welcome back, it's me Karen. Today I'm going to share with you a foiled freckle look you've probably seen on my Instagram about a month ago. It's festival season and Coachella is literally in 2 days, so I thought this would be the perfect look to share with you guys. Hope you guys enjoy. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is actually apply this primer because it's going to be really hot and sweaty at festivals, so we want to make sure the makeup stays put. I'm using a green tinted base because I tend to have more redness. Green is the opposite color on the color wheel, so it cancels all redness on my face. Next, I'm going to conceal my under eye dark circles, but before I do that, I'm going to use Smashbox color correcting pencil. I'm going to be using the salmon base color because salmon cancels out any grayish tones. Just going to go ahead and do that right now. Then take your ring finger and just slowly dab the product back out. I like to use multiple fingers, but in a patting motion so I'm not stretching the lines underneath my eyes. But I always start off with my ring finger because that's the most gentlest finger, and then with my middle finger I use this really soft patting motion. We're not dragging, remember, we're just patting it in. And it might take some time for it to all blend out, but it's okay. Next, I'm using this Big Cover BB Concealer by Etude House, but it's actually a foundation. So it comes in a really big applicator. Now using my Luxie 530 flat top kabuki brush, I'm going to blend everything out. Now taking the Tartelette and Bloom palette, I'm going to pick the color Firecracker, and using a flat brush, we're just going to apply that all over my lids. Taking a tapered blending brush, I'm going to mix it in these two matte colors in the palette called Sweetheart and Smarty Pants. And we're just going to apply it on the outer corner of my lids. So we're going to do it in a blending motion like so. And make sure to push it down your eye socket because that will give you the most precise and easiest smoky blending look. With a really dense round brush, I'm going to dip it into the darkest colors on the palette, which is Smoke Shadow and Activist. Make sure to dust the excess product off. And now I'm just going to apply it on the outer corner of my lids right here. And make sure to not drag it too deep into my eye because we don't want a black eye. So don't worry if it looks a little bit messy because we're going to go back to this color Rebel and Leader with a blending brush, and we're just going to blend this darkness out. Now with a clean blending brush, this is a Sigma E40, my favorite brush of all time. I'm going to just blend out the outer corner of my eyes like so. I'm actually going to darken my eyes a little bit. I'm dipping the round brush into Smoke Shadow and Activist again. So this is a fun part. I'm going to take Tangerine and Melon, and with a crease brush, this one is from Pixie, I'm going to be really gentle with it because look how much product I just picked up. So make sure to dust off the excess. We're really going to dramatize this eye and make it look more orange because that's a really fun color for spring. So we're just applying onto the crease now, and we can definitely dramatize it by adding a little bit more, but be very careful. Once again, with a clean blending brush, we're just gonna diffuse the edges out. Taking gold from the Lorac Pro palette, I'm going to apply that onto the center of my lids one more time. Now I'm gonna go into garnet and gold interchangeably. I'm gonna apply that onto the lower corner of my eyes. Taking the color Nude from the palette, I'm going to apply that to the inner corner of my eyes. Now I'm just gonna finish off the eye look with a wing liner, and I'm using my favorite eyeliner. You guys know about this. It's my Sailor Moon eyeliner. It's very thin and precise, so it makes the perfect wing eyeliner. In order to create the foiled freckles looks, it's important to lay down the faux freckles first. And if you already have freckles, then you don't need to do this process, but I actually made a full video around it, and I will link it, and it'll pop up. I think it's on this side. Yeah, so I'll have that pop up right now. I'll be right back with my faux freckles. So for the faux freckles, we're using these metal flakes, and I'm pretty sure you can buy them from Michael's. They are, what, like $6.99 for a whole packet. And what's really fun about these things too is that you can actually put the flakes all over your hair if you have braids or something like that. So you can definitely have a lot of fun for festival looks with this one packet, but we're just gonna use a little tiny bit today. And they're also very easy to break, so you just need to be very, very careful with it. The second thing you'll need is some duo glue, and preferably one with a brush. I am using a whole piece. This is really all you'll ever need, and we're just gonna rip them into tiny flakes that you're going to put onto your face with the glue. And this will act as your freckles. That's what I'm working with right now. Do you see how small that is? So dab it like this, the foil that you wanna put on your face. And then you just aim like this. There we go. The glue will dry translucent, so don't worry about it having color or whatever. So one thing to be aware of is when your brush is not wet anymore, the foil will just be tacky and it'll stick to the glue instead of your face. So make sure you keep the glue wet when you're picking up foil. I think that looks okay, right? This looks good. Good enough. Good enough for me. I'm actually going to put on some lashes. These are my favorite 120 Ardell lashes. Oh my god, I like this look. I'm totally doing this for Coachella. Ew. Hold the ew. Why do you let me? Love you. Hero is here too. Leo is here too. I got Hero and Leo here today. I actually have an extensive video on how I apply falsies on Ipsy's channel. So I'll link that below if you need to learn how to apply lashes. Final step to this look is contouring. I'm using my favorite Makeup Forever bronzer, and I'm using the Makeup Forever wavy brush in 150. I'm doing this to slim down my jawline, to give the appearance that I have a really sharp chin. It doesn't really make that big of a difference because I don't go crazy with my contouring, but I like the subtle changes. Very, very subtle. You guys know my favorite part is highlighting, and this is my all-time favorite highlighter at the moment. It's the Ofra Blush Bronzer Illuminating Blush Stripes. And I'm gonna take a fan brush because this product is very heavy, so you don't want too much. The fan brush is perfect. And then don't forget the other side. I also like some on the tip of my nose, on my Cupid's bow. I like to dust it on my collarbones. And here is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this foiled freckled look. If you guys are going to Coachella this weekend, and if you happen to see me, please come by and say hi. I would love to give you a warm hug. Also, if you guys like these talking to the camera videos, feel free to let me know in the comment section below. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys next time.